The Diary of a Certified Psychopath, 15th of November, 2021. And off again. There can be no more fulfilling nor efficient means by which to conquer a Blue Monday than with last Sunday's delayed cool-off. A relaxed roll through agreeably chilled reality by aid of natural or artificial luminance, according to the mercurial whims of thick mackerel cloud, which ultimately foiled what would have been a memorable snap of the moon's fairer side. Route all but identical to yesterday's, though pace a tad brisker for even less effort on merit of a far more merciful north wind. Aside from a few friendly exchanges with foxes and felines, this ride's literal highlight was a temporary traffic calming measure too stupid to sense, amidst the deserted stillness and deafening silence, that I was the only mechanically propelled entity within a 500-mile radius, hence defying its scarlet authority was immensely satisfying. Life's tiniest pleasures can still surmount one's darkest hours. 16th of November. Reality Check, Part 7, and Blue Bin Day. A little more suburban circuit snooping during the smallest hours in the hope of adding a lucky 7th entry to Zwift's officially accredited library of living clones. Had high hopes for this low-profile contender, whose vital stats I did not scrutinize until after the ride, but resides within civilized and scenic surroundings, features predominantly smooth surfaces, and only a single pelican crossing situated on the left of its host village's high street. Its sextet of right turns incorporates a trio of T-junctions, and altogether may prove too traffic-laden to permit sufficiently seamless flow during peak hours, though all remain practically deserted and safely illuminated after dark. Regrettably, its closest virtual counterpart is the LaGuardia loop, for which Downside Dally is already a real-life match, though with the latter not being gracefully reversible, I'm provisionally attributing this route to the former's inverted twin. 17th of November. Aiming low. A post-midnight potter with several modest goals in mind. 1. Keep my quota of outdoor miles above the daily average for Strava's still dormant monthly distance challenge. 2. Dial my regular routine back a couple of hours to get some extra sleep before dawn. 3. Avoid enduring that natural nocturnal phenomenon when the temperature plummets and the atmosphere develops a thickened chill, becoming perceptibly harder to pedal through. At the risk of digressing, it was long my firm belief that one of the primary reasons for colder air being of greater hindrance to a cyclist was due to its increased density. However, I have since come to realize from scientifically learned colleagues that temperature alone has too little a bearing on measured air density to induce such a palpable detriment, and that, assuming other conditions such as humidity, pressure, and wind speed or direction are equal, this perceived thickness is almost certainly caused by colder, less responsive muscles, combined with an absence of traffic, which would otherwise generate an effective draft zone, or sporadic pockets of reduced resistance within the air surrounding me. Back to the checklist. 4. Give my mum's half-broken computer the time it now needs to boot into Windows and allow me to salvage 1,756 emails. 5. Keep a careful record of my intentions in case I wake up in 5 hours and forget why this ride took place. It gives me great pleasure to report that the first 4 objectives were duly accomplished, whilst I remain cautiously optimistic about the 5th. 18th of November. Hither and thither. Try hard to do a little, yet feel a little is a lot, is a philosophy that has greatly profited a large percentage of the fitness industry from the dawn of civilization and will continue to do so till the end of time, because everything in moderation is just too easy to try and hard to sell. And next on GCN, which is faster, square or triangular wheels? And in the comments section, I went hexagonal for the first time last year and have never looked back. Performance is so much better and the roundness is incredible. 19th of November. Nighty left. Creeping ever closer to the witching hour in an effort to turn 2 hours of pre-dawn sleep into 4, and killing time while a chronist's true image, not a promotion, makes one final attempt to rescue Mum's ailing hard drive. Under duress of a nippy fiend from the north or a savage mouth of the south, this truncated variation of the Kingsway corkscrew would have constituted an intense session of militantly structured resistance training. On this night, by aid of a whispering westerly, dark degrees in double digits, road space to stretch and air silence to think, it became the perfect catalyst for a kaleidoscope of fond childhood memories. Memories which flickered across my mind as frequently and vividly as the shadows defined before my eyes by a dozen shades of lamplight, some playing out like luminous vignettes down one street, and others as fleeting as the foxes crossing my path up the next. A cathartic dose of reality for the day, and enough outdoor miles to keep the monthly tally on target. Oh, and Acronis worked.